I'm sorry, y'all. Ever since the storm, it's been something going on with my internet, so I gotta check them out. I'm so sorry. But finishing up, Guap Game Radio, Dario Turner. He's walking with me in this thing. He got his thing going on down there in Columbus. Shout out to Guap Game. Smoke Screen Films. We got something big, major going on. One of my sponsors at Debonair's. We're gonna have drink specials and all that. It's gonna be real live. Putty's Kitchen. He got the putty bakes. What else he got? The putty balls. All that. It's real good, man. He brought something in here. Dave's Diner. Shout out to Dave's Diner, my man Dave's Diner. And I'm going to talk to him. Man, he got some of the best cheeseburgers you ever tasted. I promise. We're going to go up in there because this show is just not about Akron sports. It's about Akron royalty. You know, it's not just about basketball. And your boy, Ron Baker. Getting Better Basketball Academy. I got camp starting the third week of March. I hooked up with Top 100 Jerome Lane. And we're going to be doing something there. Check with me, man. Check with me. Inbox me. Contact me via Messenger. If you my brother, you know how to get to me. Akron is this small. You can get to me. And that's about it. I go off into that because I just seen some people that chimed in. I'm going to tell you about last night. I wasn't going on. John Nice, shout out to John Nice, man, the quarterback for Kenmore. When he was handing that ball off to Air Rucker, throwing it to Air Gator. John Nice, you was right, baby. The big slick ain't hold up. It ain't hold up last night. I got killed last night. We got killed. The house got killed. Shout out to King's Clips. Shout out to Jerome Lang. This is an exclusive show. And what I want to tell you is, man, and we'll get off into that because that's a whole nother world. Like I said, this is an exclusive. I wasn't even going to get off into basketball or nothing like that. This is a whole nother show. This is about Akron sports, Akron area hoops, Akron area greatness, man. And John Nice, you jinxed me. That's all I'm going to say. John Nice, you jinxed me. My freshman year, John Nice had already graduated, and he came back, and he threw me a 9 quick. And I thought that was the greatest thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know. Come play with us. No Brian Williams. Just to let you know, you heard in the intro, you heard Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man. I come up hard. I don't own the rights to the music because this will be airing on YouTube. This will be airing on YouTube, so I don't own the rights. But Trouble Man, that's the thing, man. That's the thing right now, because coming up hard in Akron, is you got to be a special person to come in here. And I know y'all like Ryan hugging the rock. I'm hugging the rock because, yeah, subliminal message. I'm getting ready for the Hoop for Coop. I talked to Nyrell Knight, and he going to come on the show. We're going to talk about that. But, yeah, when Ryan started playing with it, y'all know y'all in trouble. I just want to throw that out there. But since y'all got the subliminal message, I'm going to throw that out the way. You know? So we're going to get to this thing. Yesterday, man, and I'm not going to give you everything on this Bake Show page, on the Ron Baker page, because like I said, I'm going to channel everything over to the Bake Show page, and eventually you're going to have to click onto the YouTube, subscribe to the Bake Show YouTube page, man. You're going to get exclusives like I'm telling you today, because this is huge. This is huge. Yesterday, the homie who ain't here, Comrade, called me early in the morning. Yeah, man, woo, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to Ken's Sunday. And I said, oh, I will be there too. Not only am I the Bake Show, and you know, and I'm our coverage, and I'm gonna get to why the Bake Show is important. I'm our coverage. Ken Buckets, like I said, need to see. He's like a Draymond Green, man. He gives you everything. He gave other night he flirted with a triple-double, 10, 8, and I think like 7 or something like that, or a 6. For him playing, not dominating the ball, that's great. And he plays at East High School. We're going to be there, East. But I said I'm gonna be there. So I made a couple calls. First I called up the East High School. And I'm like, I'm Ron Baker from the Bake Show. And I explained to him and I said, can I speak to the athletic director or the principal? And she says, well, I can give you the athletic director. They don't know on media yet. So, I gave them a pass. You know what I'm saying? So I called, as soon as I called there, I called down in the athletic director office. Bev Johnson picks up. Shout out to Bev Johnson. I love her to death. She gave us some information here at the Bake Show with the panel, and I love her for that. She connected me right over to Linger. Linger said, oh, I think that'll be great. Since yesterday was National Signing Day and everybody closed, the schools was closed, I thought that'd be a great thing. I said, you know what? I know that'll be a great thing, man. So I scurry up, boom, boom, boom. I call my camera guy. My camera guy, he got other things going on. I said, you know what? I call Top 100 Mitchell, Nick Leonard. Nick, I need to get here, baby. He said, let's go. Say no more. We shoot up there. And I always got to say this. This is why the Bake Show was so important, man. This is why the Bake Show is so important, because I went up there and nobody was covering this. Like, nobody covered this. And this is the greatness of Akron, Ohio. And this is why the Bake Show is needed. And this is why I'm going to go 200. I'm not going to go 100. I'm going to go 200 for this, man. I'm going to go 200 for this. Nobody was covering it. And I'm like, wow, the Bake Show is here covering. If you don't believe me, I got my visitors thing. It's going to be monumental. It's going to be monumental. I put it on the back of a card because I'm going to get a lemonade because all of it is history. Getting in there, I signed the Bake Show. Nick signed right behind me. And I'm in there. You don't see that on the Ron Baker page because it's on the Bake Show YouTube page. I can't give you everything. Come on now, Akron. Been a little bit now. And I'm going to protect royalty again. Yesterday you saw me, take a little stab at Shannon Sharp. I didn't upload that because I wasn't for sure. But what I'm for sure is that triple-double you had the night before that Shannon was talking that trash. So I'm going to upload this. Shannon Sharp, take that triple-double from the Kang after they dumped the whole team. Shannon Sharp. Anyway, I'm the only one that's covering this, and I'm like, wow, this is special. East High School? First of all, you don't know the history of East High School. Let me tell you. The coach, not the coach, the principal, Mr. Finney, said, and you got to go to the YouTube, he said, man, shout out to the Coach Hayes, the coach, he said, he took over when East won was like one game in in 5 years. And I can relate to that because we was on the hell of a losing streak at Kenmore until we broke it against East High School. Frontline Anthony Jackson, Mike Holly, Greg Lewis. Had like 16 on them, 16, 7, like 5. I did my thing. But he said, he took over and the kid, they was going they went one game in 5 years. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And if you, two out of the last 3 years, East has been to the state playoff game. They had a real good chance. Suggs was toting that thing. Ken Buckets, who I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to get back to him, was on that team, man. And I'm like, wow. So I'm in there, and I'm filming this thing, and, I'm talking to the parents. Perspective time. We know East historically is not known for dominating the city in football. It's always been Bookto and Firestone. Garfield slid in there with Winfield. We all know historically in there. Now, I might get some backlash, but y'all know. They had, I think, 16 seniors on that team. 12 are going to school for free. If you not clapping, I'm clapping, man. 12 are going to school for free. Now, I'm a big stickler on history and putting things in perspective. We are talking about an inner city school. We talking about an inner city school. We talking about an inner city school, man. And for the last 3 years, they've been to the state playoff. The last year they was kind of rocky or whatever. They had a chance. And you don't quote me on this, but I know for sure that's it. No. I think they went twice, or they had an opportunity to go twice, but they was in the mix of it. All I know is 2 years ago, you know it's serious when St. V is at your game. When St. V at your game and they need to know what's going on, because what your performance is, this when they played Bookto 2 years ago. When they played Bookto 2 years ago, the epic when the kid came through and smacked the punter, that epic game, that was monumental. St. V was over there on the side. I was there. Okay, once in the last 2 years, right? But they won the city, I think, maybe 2 out of the last 3. Don't get me wrong. Don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right. That's still huge, man. When Bookto has dominated the city in football for like, whoa. They had 16 seniors, man. They sent 12 to school for free, man. And go to the Bake Show YouTube page and you'll see that whole ceremony. You will see that whole ceremony, man. And I didn't want to put it out there like that because you got to go over there, man. I'm doing this for Akron. They will know more about LeBron. Shout out to the King, and I will be getting to the King. They got to know that, hey, it's greatness here, man. Go to the Bake Show page, man. I got part 1 and part 2. Part 1 and part 2. They sent 12 kids to school. My nephew, Kendrick Buckley. Another thing is, too, and they starting to get it, my brother's son, Dakota's, Massey, his son was in the building. Devontae, I'm sorry. Damn. Man, look, I've been up all night. Forgive me. This been running through my mind. It's been pacing through my mind. Javiante, I'm sorry, nephew. I love you to death. We took a picture. He plays halfback for East. If you never seen him before, wow. Wow. When I looked at him, I said, man, you play like Reggie Bush. He run the ball like Reggie Bush. Got the same little hook thing going on, man. Man, I swear. And everybody know Reggie was my guy. And I looked at my nephew and I was like, wow. And the only thing I can say is, good thing he didn't get his wheels from his dad. Shout out to Daryl Dakota's Massey, because we all know he a turtle. Shout out to my brother, man. But shout out to my nephew. But guess what? They get it. He was at the ceremony. He was at the ceremony. And he's seeing that. He's watching that. Wow. I get an opportunity to go and play football for at least 4 more years. At least 2. Because a lot of them cats is going to JCs. But them junior colleges that they going to, some of the greats went through there. And this is just putting things in perspective, man. And again, this is why the Bake Show was so important. I was the only one there covering that. Your boy, Ron Baker, was the only one there covering all that greatness right there at East High School. I got a chance to talk to Nyrell Knight, Hoofa Coop. I'm gonna get him on the show. And we're gonna talk about how to get teams, because guess what? You saw I was playing with it, so I'm serious with it. And he was up in there. Mr. Linger was up in there. I got a chance to talk to Mr. Butts. Mr. Butts was up in there, man. And Mr. Butts gonna come onto the show. I'm not gonna tell you when. And this is a special airing, man, but I couldn't cheat you because this need to be said. Now, as the ceremony is going on, and this is the beautiful, the crazy thing about the ceremony, man, because as I'm holding there with the camera, these cats is talking, and one of the cats, and it's kind of foggy when you see it. But The concept is there. And y'all know I'm all about concept and principle. Man, little dude was like, man, I want to thank the coach for just believing in me. I said, wow. I started crying, man. I got Carl T. I'm emotional and I can't let you go. I'm trying to hold on. I saw T up there. Look at me. I can't stop smiling. I was Carl T. I started crying, man, because he started crying. And that was the image I wanted to catch. And you can't see that on the Ron Baker Facebook page. You got to log on to the YouTube Bake Show page, man, and subscribe. You got to see that. You got to see that. Shout out to my little homie, man, Martell. Because when I went up there first, that's why the camera all crazy. That's why my camera skills got to get better. But you see the camera flipping. I asked everybody, and I thought my nephew was going to step out on the limb. I thought my nephew was like, I'll give an interview. But as I'm talking to him, I hear him talking to the kid like, who is the Bake Show? My nephew like, man, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Then he said something like, I'll talk. But Martell there, man. And Martell stepped out on the limb, and he gave me an interview. Check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too much caught up in the camera. Listen what he's saying, man. And he stepped out on the limb. We need great kids like that. That's a great kid. Came up through the city. He stayed home. Kendrick Buckley, all-state lineman, man. One point in time, he played every position on the line, man. He played every position on the line, dog. And I had a chance, excuse me. I had a chance to officiate him in the Cat Debo that went on to Hoban, won 3 state championships. He was he played defense, number 17. He's going to Cincinnati. Great kid. He played for North. And this is why you got to go back to the other shows. We talk about that parody thing. Guess what? Kendrick Buckley, Ken Buckley's had a chance to go to Hoban. He stayed home. He stayed home. Guess what? When you talk about East football in the next couple of years, when we do a top 10, top 100 East football team player, he gonna be on there, man. You understand? He stayed home. And no knock on St. V. No knock on the Hobans. No knock on that. I just want to put emphasis on staying home. I'm a city cat. I never had a chance to go to play for St. Vincent St. Mary. That's like playing for St. Francis, New Jersey or something like that, or Oak Hill to me. So the Tarvers and all them, that's why we don't talk about them when we talk about that hoop stuff. Because y'all know. If you missed that, go to the, because I'm about to start deleting these and uploading them on the YouTube page, so you can't go over, you got to go and hit that, because I'm doing this for us. I told you, I'm there covering this greatness, and I'm the only one there. 12 out of 16 seniors is committed to go to school for free. I also had a chance to talk to Mr. Butts. Mr. Butts coming on the show. Mr. Butts told me I was trying to find Darshawn Dunaway. Guess what? Darshawn Dunaway is in California. And look, how it's gonna go, and how I realize how it's gonna be, and for the city of Akron, if I ever make it big, and when I do make it big, and if I don't, guess what? I'm on the right side of history talking about this. I'm always gonna be connected back home. I won't have no handlers. You get me. Y'all can get to me. If you want to get to me, you can get to me, because I represent nothing but the best of what Akron, Ohio has to offer, man. And I just have to put that in perspective. And I'm gonna let this air out, because it ain't really no air out. I just needed to say that, man, because I wasn't going to, like I said, it's some things going on. I had some meetings. Things are going in the right direction for us, Akron. But like I said, subscribe to the Bake Show YouTube page, and you will see that. You will see the cats. Cut! You will see the cats. I'm sorry, it's somebody at the door. Can we get a door? Can we get somebody for the door for the Studio 77, please? Somebody got the door for you. It's like this right now, and this is why the Bake Show is needed, man. This is why and to be promoting all this great news, man. I'm overwhelmed. Like I said, I was crying up there, bro. The kid said, oh,
what up, bro?
Putty in the building.
What up, bro? You got a book?
Yeah. No doubt. We got Putty in the building, and like I said, man, our Studio 77, man, we transparent here, and I just wanted to put that in perspective, man. Because I love putting things in perspective. Y'all see the little brother Joe Fletcher on the news? Y'all see little brother Joe Fletcher on the news? And y'all see how they trying to put us out there like that? Man, I know little Joe Fletcher, man. Man, they got him in the... We gonna come back to that. We gonna come back. But what I do know is this. We got a beautiful thing going on here, Akron. We got a beautiful thing going on here, man. And the theme today, man, Troubled Man. We come up hard here in Akron. Give us a chance, world. Give us a chance. We talking to these kids. We want them to go to school for free. We'll get them from not coming back from the block. We come up hard, but give us a chance. And I'm going to talk about that whole coaching thing because I got a shout out to Dwight Carter. We going on a little break. We come up hard.